The smell of falafel hit Ben Taylor's nose the moment he opened the door. For the 100th time, he cursed the preponderance of eating establishments around Tzina Dizengoff Square. The mingling of odors created a non-kosher smell that oozed from the surrounding buildings and wafted up from the outdoor dining areas. The only respite came at sundown on Friday, when every business establishment in Tel Aviv closed for Shabbat. "Luce, we need to get moving." "I'm coming, Daddy." His daughter sounded annoyed, but Taylor cut her some slack. It was tough being 11, especially since he had picked her up and set her down halfway around the world, without her mom and without her friends. "We don't want to be late." "I said I'm coming." Lucy dragged out her final words as she stomped through the bedroom doorway, tying up her blonde hair with a ponytail band. "Have you seen my Coach bag?" Translation: pink purse. Her mother had given it to her the day before they had left for Israel. Lucy carried it everywhere. Taylor glanced around the sparsely furnished apartment. To his left, a small entertainment center faced a sofa littered with the remnants of yesterday's New York Times. Between the entertainment center and sofa, a rickety end table served as a catch-all. No purse. Behind the sofa, a small empty table and 4 metal chairs segued into a kitchen of miniature proportions. "I don't see it, Luce." He glanced at his watch. 6 minutes until the fountain goes off. You either go without the purse or we miss the show." Taylor figured that would get her moving. Lucy liked their daily routine, heading into the square, stopping to watch the fountain in all its glory, and then walking along Sharon Street to Alon, cutting through the residential neighborhoods, past the dusty schoolyard, and down the block to the strip mall where Elena's office was tucked away in the basement. Following Lucy's treatment, they would saunter back, taking their time to window shop. Taylor liked the bookstore, Lucy liked the Pizza Hut. Taylor figured it reminded her of home. "I need my bag," she said. "Did you check the bathroom?" Lucy dashed down the hall and came back seconds later, flaunting the purse on her arm. Cropped blue jeans, black flip-flops, and coral-tipped toenails completed the all-American kid-next-door look. She struck a model's pose with her little girl frame. "Ta-da!" "Come on," he said. "Let's move it." She stepped around him, swishing back her ponytail, her white tank top riding up on her tanned stomach. Only her pale face and the dark circles under her eyes belied the picture of health. It frightened him. Taylor keyed the deadbolt and led the way down 2 flights of stairs and through the garden bereft of chairs, benches, or plants. Across a wide expanse of gravel, the back door to the bar caddy-corner to the apartment complex stood ajar, propped open by a large black plastic trash can. Straight ahead was the back entrance to the apartment building offices. He stuck to the sidewalk, skirting both doorways, and held open the garden gate. Heading across the street toward the square, Lucy edged closer. On their first day in Tel Aviv, they'd learned that in 1994, Dizengoff Square had been the site of a suicide bombing. A bus trundling down Dizengoff Street had passed underneath the elevated pedestrian square and exploded, killing 22 people and injuring 48 others. The story had terrified Lucy. In Israel, suicide bombings were never a thing of the past. While they had gotten used to seeing soldiers with guns and being searched every time they entered the grocery store or mall, the military presence served as a constant reminder of the possibility for violence. Now, starting up the rise toward the fountain, Lucy dogged Taylor's heels. He knew the gathering throng spooked her. She possessed a fear of crowded places and teenagers, and Dizengoff Square served as a mecca for Tel Aviv teens. Still, her love of the spectacle of the fountain trumped her anxiety. The fire and water fountain stood in the middle of the overpass. Created by Jewish artist Yaakov Agam, the fountain was more entertainment than art. 4 times daily, it spun to a pulsing musical beat, flashing a variety of colors and spewing fire and water into the air. The display was listed in every guidebook and on every website as among the top 10 things to do in Tel Aviv. Today the square seemed busier than usual. Young and old, Jewish and non-Jewish, soldiers and civilians crowded the walkways.